Brad Stevens does not sleep. Jayson Tatum now becomes the second Boston Celtic today to sign a contract extension, but this one marks a little bit more in history than Derek White's extension. Why? Because Jayson Tatum is now the highest paid player in the NBA after he signed a 5-year, $314 million contract extension, guaranteeing Jayson Tatum will be here through the 2030 NBA season. We knew this was coming, but it still feels good to know that Jayson Tatum has finally gotten the bag that's going to set him up for life as an MVP candidate in the last couple of years. Jayson Tatum deserves this because he has been the face of the franchise for the Boston Celtics. He just helped his team win an NBA Finals, and now he has secured the next 5 years playing for the Boston Celtics. Let's freaking go, man. All right, here's why you guys subscribe to Celtics Today by Chat Sports. We give you guys the latest news, rumors, breaking news, trade rumors, free agency news, anything you guys want. You got it right here. 38,388 loyal subscribers here on Celtics Today. Go on ahead, hit that sub button for me while I dive in and give you the latest on what we know out of Jayson Tatum's contract extension. Shams Charania, which honestly, good for Shams. He's been getting blown out of the water by Adrian Wojnarowski when it comes to these tweets. So good for Shams. Breaking the news, Boston Celtics All-NBA star Jayson Tatum is finalizing a 5-year, $314 million super maximum contract extension through the 2029-30 NBA season. This is now the largest deal in NBA history, which makes Jaylen Brown and Jayson Tatum the two highest paid players in the NBA playing on the exact same team. How does Brad Stevens do it? I need you guys to go on ahead and do me one solid. Put your one-word reaction to Tatum's extension in the comments section below. My one-word reaction to Jayson Tatum's contract extension has got to just be bang! Tatum is now the highest paid player in the NBA. I think he definitely deserves it. Year in, year out, he has been an unstoppable force in the NBA since he did arrive into this league. Why? He has made several appearances in the Eastern Conference Finals. He's been in MVP candidate conversations. He is now an NBA champion, not to mention last year, to help the Celtics win the ring, he averaged 27 points per game, nearly a double-double, just too shy, 8.1 boards per game, 5 assists, 47% from the field, and 38% from downtown. Jayson Tatum is your 5-level threat. He is a beautiful two-way player. I think Jayson Tatum is the face of the Boston Celtics franchise, and he's only 26 years old. Brad Stevens has made numerous moves in his time as a GM, but I do think extending Jayson Tatum and making sure he is here for the long haul has got to be one of the most important. It's going to be tough, though. The Boston Celtics are kind of locked in here for the next couple of years because they're paying their starting 5, starting 6 so much money, because you got to look at what Jayson Tatum is now estimated to make with his new salary of $314 million over 5 years. This is according to Spotrac. In 2025 is when his season will start under this new salary, $54 million a year. Then he moves up by $4 million, 58, 62 million, 67 million, and then in 2029, 2030, he will make a whopping $71.5 million a season. But he also does have a player option in that last year as well. We cannot predict what is going to happen in this league by 2029, 2030, but I can predict Deuce will probably be a teenager by that point. I don't know how old Deuce is right now, but he seems like he's 20 years old. I feel like he's been around forever. Deuce is 6, so he's obviously going to be a little bit older by the time Jayson Tatum is now secured through 2029, 2030, which I thought is a huge contract, but I also thought Jaylen Brown's contract was even bigger. He is now the second highest paid player in the NBA. I remember looking at this thinking, oh my God, I cannot imagine making $65 million. And now Jayson Tatum has him beat by $6 million. He makes $50 million starting this year, then moves on to $43 million, $57 million, $61 million, and then a whopping $65 million a year before Jayson Tatum's contract is set to expire in 2029, 2030. I do not know how Brad Stevens does it. I've actually been asked this several times in Chat Sports office. Allie, how are you guys paying all of these players and not facing any penalties? I do not know how Brad Stevens does it. But so far, They have now re-signed Luke Cornett, Neemias Queta. They have picked up Sam Hauser's team option. They've extended Derek White. They've extended Jayson Tatum. And now they do have 10 players under contract going in to 2024-25 NBA season just shortly after they just won the NBA Finals for the first time in 16 years. As you guys know, Brown, Tatum, Holiday, Porzingis, White, and Horford. The starting 6 are still locked down for the next year. Pending Al Horford and facing retirement, he'll be 39 by the time that season ends. They have Peyton Pritchard through 2028. They have Sam Hauser now for one more year. But hey, guess what? Brad Stevens is also looking to extend Sam Hauser. But you can see right there, look at that starting 5, 2029, 2030, 27, 26, 2029. The Boston Celtics are bound for a dynasty team. It is written right there in salaries and payroll that they should be winning year in and year out. And I know there are a lot of NBA teams right now making historic moves, like the New York Knicks, like the Philadelphia 76ers, just trying to take down the champions because all roads lead back to Boston. But look at what the Celtics are doing. They have proven this roster can win an NBA Finals, and now they're trying to just run it back. Brad Stevens has not brought in any external NBA players so far in NBA free agency. All he has done is paid the players that just got him a ring for the first time since 2008. And just to recap here, a 5-year, $314 million contract extension was handed to Jayson Tatum just moments ago. But earlier today, Derek White secured his bag for 4 years at $125.9 million a year. I thought Tatum was actually going to be first, but they're like, you know what? Let's give this bald-headed god his money for what he has done for the Boston Celtics in the last couple of years. Mr. Clutch is now going up with the face of the franchise, and yes, I'm calling Derek White Mr. Clutch. I think Jayson Tatum is going to be your superstar. I think Jaylen Brown has also made a great argument to be the superstar here in Boston as well, but guess what? Jaylen Brown's the second highest paid player in the NBA. His right-hand man is the highest paid player in the NBA. I think they deserve it. I think this is generational talent, and I cannot wait to see what the Boston Celtics do in the regular season with the starting 5, the starting 6, starting 7, starting 8 coming back here for the Boston Celtics. Let's run it back once more, baby, but this time paying Jayson Tatum just a little bit more, and by a little I mean a lot, as he is now the highest paid player in the NBA. What do you guys think? Do you guys think he should be the highest paid player? I know I get a lot of hate. Everybody that's not a Boston Celtics fan calls him overrated, calls him overpaid. But here at Celtics Today by Chat Sports, you're getting 2 Celtics fans that say this is due. He is due for this bag. Thank you, Jayson Tatum, for helping bring another championship to the city of Boston. We cannot wait to see what you do throughout 2030. Grade the deal. I'm giving it an A+, man. A, B, C, D, or F. Comment it in the section down below. And as always, hit that sub button for me. Celtics Today by Chat Sports. Anything and everything on your Boston Celtics you're going to find right here for free. All you guys got to do to be completely in the know is hit that sub button for me.